just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will have the football first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their...
it's great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Horned Frogs head coach before the game. He understands everything is on the line in this rivalry matchup. He had a conversation with his team with the conference championship and the playoffs on the line. They have to keep their poise and composure. They can't let a rivalry game knock them off their path. We'll see how composed his team can play today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Horned Frogs offense will go on the attack first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Dropping back, it's Craig. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not that.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Tried everything to get that one last yard, but the defense got him out of bounds and made the play. The Red Raiders offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the junior running back. What a game he had. Out. Foul paid her 3 times, just under 100 yards in their win. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Eakin. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Back to throw, it's Craig. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. He's got it. First down and more. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Off the play fake. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, going to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Simmons. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Red Raiders have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Hammond. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offense coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score in this next possession.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
There's a crease. And he'll be brought down as they get set to snap it. Time winding down here in the quarter. Shakes off the defender. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. First play of the period, first down here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game.
Makes a grab and room to run. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Craig. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
That as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. The run inside. It's Sticky. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Now facing a 3rd and long. Send the tight end in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Sticky. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to throw, it's Craig. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Touchdown, Red Raiders! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Got his man on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Could be an alley. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's a nice run by the running back. And I tell you what, man, these rivalry games, a lot of times they're decided by who can run the football, who can exert their will, be more physical, because there's so much emotion that goes into it. And going back to last year, like this game was so close, so tight. So what's going to be the difference? A lot of times, man, it's the physicality and the run game.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, and can get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Back to pass, it's Craig. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Line gets set, first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. First and 10. To the air, it's Hammond. He'll pull it down. Took care of it himself. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. The Red Raiders want to move quickly.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Second down, they'll go to the air. Stumbled to the ground.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Now the toss. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Simmons. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to take a shot. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this offense has come out lighting it up, throwing the football. They've had a lot of success. They found guys wide open. They've been able to make contested catches. Finally, though, the defense right there able to go up and compete for a ball and not get incomplete. Can that give them the confidence they need here to slow this passing game down for the rest of the game?
They'll run play action. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's start with the Western Michigan Broncos taking on the Miami University Redhawks.
And he takes this from inside. And the ball's free deep in his own territory. Takes it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
And that is exactly how you draw it up, right? Hey, we're going to get this guy the ball. He's going to fumble it, but we know our own guy's going to scoop it and score and completely fool the defense. Man, that'll never happen again in a million more plays, but that's one the offense is gladly going to take.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Makes the quick grab. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
He was not forward on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Rides the back and leaves it. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running inside, it's Dickey. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed gimme fourth down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
They'll run it. It's Dickey. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's...
Touchdown, Red Raiders! They take the lead here in the second half. Third touchdown of the game, a third of his season total. He now has 9 on the year.
Young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Running behind that left side. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. wants to throw. It's Craig. Fires to the middle. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, checking in from the Texas Tech sideline. Guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
All right, Holly. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Right back to the well. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone.
Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Off play action. Stepping to the right. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Makes a catch. There he goes. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. So now it's second and long. Here's the handoff. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. This game going to be a wrap shortly, and we have a minute to check out the scoreboard from the top 12 teams in the country. Final week of the regular season, and when you lose this late, you put it in the committee's hands, and that can be dangerous. They had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. To the air, it's Craig. Bringing the heat, trying to get away, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, TCU!
Man, and he's hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. You got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, checking in from the Texas Tech sideline. I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Red Raiders come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Now the play fake. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Keeps it on the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Right back to the well. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They want to run it left here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. There's some room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23. The Horned Frogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. to the ground to try to pick up the first. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He'll try to do it himself. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Walker. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on 2nd and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the 1st down, and we want to get it now.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And they tacked on the extra point. Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Here comes the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And found open space. The band might as well start playing. The Red Raiders surge back on top.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. Just got to make good decisions in the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Craig. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
We'll get it started here in overtime. On the move, it's Dickey. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Going to try to get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Fires to the right, and he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Going to the run, it's Walker. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Down by a field goal, and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. They'll give it to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. 3rd down, and they need to be smart here so they don't make it a more difficult field goal attempt. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
2.5 months ago has all built to this. The championship game in the Big 12 Conference. One that has a long history of classic finishes. We could be in for another one here today. Today, the path to decide the championship in the Big 12 Conference. It's the Kansas State Wildcats against the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt here in the booth, and joined on the field by Holly Rowe. Hello, Holly.
Guys, there is so much excitement down here on the field for the Big 12 championship game as we get ready to kick it off here at AT&T Stadium. You remember, we've had some of the most iconic and electric plays here in college football right here on this field. Coaches and players are ready to rock, and the fans are in a frenzy. Big 12, ready to go. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Wildcats will get the first crack on offense today. The Big 12 championship game, a long history of highly competitive games, sometimes very surprising results. And for the winner here today, Joel, a chance to punch their ticket and get into the playoff bracket.
Well, that's certainly the goal, there's no doubt. But generally speaking, it's the team that can control their emotions early. You can't think about the playoff at this moment. You can't even think about a championship. You think about the details in front of you.
He's got room to run. Look out. He's in the clear. Here he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Kansas State. There was no catching him that time.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Automatic on the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Some of the impact players we expect to step up today. Look, their teams are in position to win a conference championship, Joe. It's time for these guys to perform.
Chris, the reality is that if you performed really well during the course of the year, you're also a leader. So it's not just what you can do from a production standpoint, but when you get into a championship environment, how do you lead? What are the things that you do and say that elevates the play of your teammates around you?
They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time.
This defensive staff is going to have to really evaluate this film at half and try to make changes because these are way too big of holes in the run game. They're going to have to commit some resources down. I think they need to close the middle of the field with a safety and bring the other safety down into the run box.
To the air, it's Craig. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Chris, they told us they were going to be aggressive on defense, and this is evidence of that. Look at them get the backfield from the secondary. This is a beautiful job, and it's very difficult to see that from a quarterback's perspective. This is a great job, again, being aggressive and really forcing the action.
Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Chris, I don't know how the big tight end gets that open in the middle of the field. Somebody has got to target the tight end in coverage. That's an easy throw and catch, and as a quarterback, I will take it all day long. My tight end's open, bang, complete.
And they'll make the tackle, but he'll bring up fourth down. They are in field goal range.
This has always been a pet peeve of mine from a quarterback perspective is these nondescript run plays against what is clearly a run-oriented defense. You've got to have the opportunity to go play action, create some sort of little RPO, give the decision to the quarterback and not just calling this on the sideline.
Bring him down, but not before he converts that fourth down play.
This is such a good job by the wide receiver. Watch as he understands how many yards he needs to get the first down, and he's able to turn, give his quarterback a target, and the quarterback finds him on time.
Clean toward the end zone, and he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
You can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball and you go right down the field for a score. You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts, the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfectly.
Now the important point after attempt. And it's up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? And the wideout goes in motion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down, bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Back to pass. It's Johnson. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
You know, Chris, there's two things going on here. One, the pass rush is doing a great job. Yes, the effort is there. They've got some guys that can get after it. But also this pass protection, they've got to shore themselves up. It's about effort and targeting yourself pre-snap. They're not doing a good job of either of those. They need to shore up this protection if they want to have success offensively.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense comes to the line for third down off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down. And the Wildcats bring their punt team onto the field. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. He'll kick it away here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. They'll run it here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Dropping back, it's Craig. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
It's going to be a really long... This defense, if they can't corral this quarterback in these scrambles, he's dropping back, nowhere to throw, or he just sees an open lane. Look at this quickness that he's able to use. He gets across the line to gain, moves the chains for a first down.
First down here for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Gets the first and still running. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looks to the left, pass caught.
Chris, these are so difficult to defend, and the reason is that tight end is normally so involved in the run blocking. So when you put a play-action fake out there, there is conflict on the defense. That defender who's responsible for the tight end and pass coverage also has run responsibility. That's what allows the tight end to be open, and now you just have to hit him with an accurate ball. Beautiful job by this offense, and again, one of those concepts as a quarterback I absolutely love.
Quarterback keeps the football. Oh, and they bring him down just short of the end zone. They'll spot it at the 1. Second down and goal upcoming. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, TCU. And 6 more points to the total.
What I love about this throw is that it is on time, and when you're on time, you can complete the ball in tight windows, you can allow for yards after the catch, all of it, and here, they're able to get the completion for the touchdown. Beautiful job by this quarterback.
BAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on first down. He cannot escape. It's a sack. It's TCU on top right now. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Back to throw. It's Johnson. Looking for the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And he goes out of bounds just past midfield. They continue to feed their reliable wide receiver. Joe, he told us he came to this program to play for a championship, and he's got his opportunity here.
This has just been such a tremendous fit. You come in here, obviously this program wanted to target the wide receiver position and bring someone in to solidify the outside. Meanwhile, he wanted to come in and compete for a championship, get more opportunities and more targets. All of those things have happened.
Pass ball is incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. We'll check that out. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. So the offense comes up now on first down thanks to that costly penalty. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
Caught over the middle. It's White. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
This is a great example, Chris, of man-zone principles within the passing game. You run a drag route, normally people think that that just continues to race across the field, but that's not the case against zone, which they're getting here. You find the soft spot and you hook up, give the numbers to your quarterback, and then he's able to frame that ball up for a completion. That is a great job of recognition by the wide receiver and being on the same page with the quarterback. I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
The quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. They bring him down after a short gain there. And following the catch, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. QB keeper all the way. As the first down is still going. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
This is exactly what this defense was so concerned about. In our meetings with this defensive coordinator, he talked about the fact that they've got so many weapons to defend. Guys on the outside, guys in the backfield. But then the real key is at the quarterback. He can become a...
And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Chris, this is the matchup that is so difficult to stop. When you're in the red zone, you get a tight end that can go down the field and force a mismatch. That is a beautiful place to throw the ball as a quarterback. He finds his guy, and it's a touchdown.
Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field.
Personal foul. Looking to kick.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
Scanning the field, it's Craig. It's a quick grab. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He's got space. They get him down, but he crosses midfield. Spot the ball at the 44.
Well, that is too easy right down the center of that defense. Great job by this offensive line, in particular in the middle of that offensive line. Guard, center guard. Getting the job done, covering up color, and that's an easy one.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You're rolling to your right like that as a right-handed quarterback. I love the idea of trying to take a shot down the field. You can see it really well. You've got the momentum, and you can throw it accurately.
Sees an opening. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. This offense cannot be stopped.
Well, you knew he was going to target his guy down here near the goal line, and they get the matchup that they want. It's a really great throw in single coverage, but it's a better catch. This wide receiver is the go-to guy, and they go to him here for a touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. They knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Scrambling and throwing it deep. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big gain.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Offensive line getting set. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. And now here comes the point after attempt. And it's good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. The offenses have had their way so far. These defenses looking for answers. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. And the Horned Frogs hustle to the line to run that hurry up.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front. You know, Chris, when you boil this game all the way down for a quarterback, it really is about 2 things. Getting first downs, getting touchdowns. Here, he's able to move the chains, and he does so easily.
They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. To throw, it's Craig.
Anytime you're running a crossing route, you've got to establish, is this man defense or zone defense? If it's zone, you've got to sit down in the soft spot and give your numbers, your chest to the quarterback. They're able to do that here, and then as a quarterback, you just can't lead them into the defender. Frame them up, put that ball right on their body so they can get upfield.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. The Horned Frogs with 1st and 10 here.
These are the plays that are really hard to design as an offensive coordinator. You just got to trust the quarterback and his training. He's got his eyes down the field, but when he senses that it's not there, he can take off. And then here's the key. A guy that has a nose for the line to gain and can move the chains. This is just good all the way around.
And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Well, tomorrow when this quarterback coach grades this film, he's going to put a plus next to this play for the quarterback. Not only does he make the right read, but he picks up a nice bit of yardage, and he avoids the hit and steps out of bounds. That's what I'm talking about.
He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. And TCU will spend their 2nd timeout. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. And the Horned Frogs are going to cash in here in the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. He escapes the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
This is exactly what this defense wanted to do, was get this quarterback off of his spot. And here he's got to escape to the right side of the field. And now he's on the run. And he is just not that accurate. Once he's on the run, there's contact, and it's an incompletion.
Takes him about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a 4th down now. And the Wildcats spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And with that, they regain the lead.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Steps out at the 22, not quite where it would have been spotted had he just taken a knee. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. To the air, it's Johnson. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Wildcats will now spend their second timeout. They still have one more in their pocket for the rest of the half. So a solid gain of 8 sets them up 2nd and 2. Really opens up the offensive playbook here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's good for a first down near the 40. Timeout taken by the Wildcats. That's their final one. And that's all they've got remaining here in the first half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here comes the pressure. Pulls it in. It's White. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's White. And he goes out of bounds just short of the 40.
Yeah, there you go. That's a nice completion by this quarterback, and he's able to move the chains here on this series. This quarterback just needs to continue to do this, find the open man, and hit him with the accurate pass.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So with only a few seconds left before halftime, out comes the field goal unit, trying to tie this game up before the break. And he's got it from 58 yards away, never in doubt. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He'll return it from inside the 5. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. The Wildcats will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Time to start the second half, but first an update from Holly Rowe on the sideline. Holly?
I checked in with the Horned Frogs head coach at halftime. He is so frustrated with his defense right now. They've given up over 80 yards on the ground in that rushing attack. Known for their run game defense, they have got to be more stout at the line of scrimmage. The good news, they are running the ball well. The line of scrimmage has been dominant. He said, we've got to keep it going on offense and tighten things up defensively if we want to stay in this game. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage 2nd and 3rd down opportunities.
Now it's 2nd down here. He hands it off from the gun. First down, looking for more now. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Chris, you're supposed to build a defense front to back and inside out. None of that happens here. This offense hits them right down the middle. That is way too easy. They're going to have to change this scheme immediately. Call something different on defense right now.
The 5-yard gain is a win on first down. Sets up now 2nd and 5. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They stop him, but it's a first down. After the completion, they'll stop to check out an injured player on the field. And the Horned Frogs line up on 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking for his back. Snags the quick throw. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is the risk of running this blitz as a defense, is the running back can get the ball on the outside. It just takes good recognition from the quarterback. He does so, and it's a nice, easy gain for the offense.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And after the play, looks like a man is shaken up. Senior linebacker. The Horned Frogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. On the move now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Such a value add at the quarterback position when your guy can just scramble and move the chains. That is such a help to these drives. You can stay on the field. And again, if you can do that 2, 3, 4 times a game, you are doing a great job as a quarterback.
Well, they make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 6. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Touchdown, Texas Christian. And that will give them the lead now.
This guy has such a nose for the goal line now. 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. And I'm telling you, anytime he's close, he's getting that ball across the goal line. There is no doubt about it. He is so good in that situation.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. And they'll give it to the back. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on 1st down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on 1st.
Quick throw, testing the middle. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
We normally see this guy make this play, and as a big tight end, you've got to play through contact. You've got to expect that you're going to get contacted right when that ball arrives, and it looked like he was almost surprised.
And they heave it deep downfield. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
What a huge play by the defensive back. Looks like it's going to be a 1st down, and he's able to dislodge that ball, create the incompletion. Now it's 4th down. Again, timing. You got to show up at the right time with physicality. Knocks the ball loose, 4th down.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the TCU offense takes the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Here's the handoff. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Chris, this is a great example of how to defend the RPO from a defensive perspective. Number 1, your secondary player has to stay home and defend the pass. Then you've got to get off blocks up front. And when you're one-on-ones, if you can do that as a front 7, you can stop the run without the help of that secondary, and you can shut down the RPO.
Quick throw, the catch is made. Breaks into the clear. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
This is great recognition by the quarterback. He sees that soft spot in the defense for his slot wide receiver, and then as a wide receiver, you've got to have a feel for that coverage and that space. They're on the same page, and it creates a nice completion there for the offense.
And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Craig. He's running out of time here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
A play like that can be so frustrating for a defense because, Chris, it's such a good play by the quarterback. He's able to get what he can get, create a more manageable down and distance, and he gets down and avoids the big hit. As a defense, you would at least love to get a big hit on him outside of the pocket, but they're unable to.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
It's so difficult to present pressure on the quarterback in a short yardage situation, and the defense is able to do it. That's a really nice job by this defensive coordinator and this defensive front getting home on third down.
Makes it look easy. And that will extend their lead even further.
What a weapon he is to roll out there and hit this massive bomb. I tell you, as a quarterback, that is just such a relief knowing that you don't have to get that ball inside of the 30-yard line for field goal range. All you've got to do is get it close to the 40, and you can trot your guy out there for a kick.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That one takes it across the 30-yard line. It's TCU on top right now. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Got to have your head on a swivel as a quarterback outside of the pocket. I feel like he does a nice job here, Chris. Like, he gets what he can get, and then he just gets down and avoids the big hit. That's a nice job.
Crucial third down play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Johnson. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Chris, how many times do we see this? You know the quarterback's got to start being aggressive. They've got a multiple possession deficit, and they've got to put the ball into more precarious spots, and it gets picked off here. Listen, this is just a product of game situation. Nice job by the defense, but clearly this quarterback is trying to make something happen.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Well, that's exactly what you want to see as an offensive play caller, is your guys up front winning the line of scrimmage here late in this game, fourth quarter, and able to run the football on first down. That's just beautiful stuff up front.
Good enough for first down yardage.
These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's second down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play action pass, and get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage.
Oh, the pocket collapsing. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
The quickest way to impact the passing game is to impact the timing of the passing game. And that's why this defensive staff talked to us about getting to the quarterback. And even if you're not hitting him, even if you're not sacking him, make him feel that pressure. And here he's clearly hurried, and that leads to the incompletion.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense moving closer to the line of gain after that catch. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's intercepted on a desperation throw here. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Chris, I think the true measure of a quarterback is not how you're playing when everything's going well, but how quickly can you bounce back from a mistake. And here, interceptions are going to happen, but what does the quarterback do moving forward? How quickly can he get back into rhythm?
He's got it in the open. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Nice completion for a first down, but in a two-possession game, they've got to get going. I've always thought you've got to set a time limit for yourself. They need to score by about 155 if they feel like they're going to come back in this game.
He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Play fake, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. He makes the grab. Stopped quickly at the 13, but here we are in the red zone. It's a blitz look here from the defense. Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, the pass is picked off. On the return, and he tackled in the end zone. A touchback.
Chris, that's exactly what you want to see from your defense. Slam the door shut, multiple possession lead here in the 4th quarter, and they go out there and they've got to understand, as a coverage unit, that ball is going to start being in harm's way. The quarterback has got to take risks to try to come back in this game, and they're able to step in front for the interception and basically the win.
Offense lines up at the 15 now with some breathing room. That should open up the playbook. Working clock with the ground game. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a 2nd and short.
There's no other play call here than a quarterback sneak. If you turn around and hand this football off, I think you're absolutely crazy, and you should definitely not be in the shotgun. It's under center, it's QB sneak, move the chains.
And now the Wildcats will spend their first timeout. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter.
This O-line is doing work. Doesn't have to be a big gain in the run game to be successful. Here in a short yardage situation, they're able to just hand it off and let the big fellas up front do work. They're able to pick up that first down. Good job up front.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. We have a timeout taken, the 2nd by Kansas State. We've got 1 more timeout to use now.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
And the Wildcats will spend their final timeout here. They have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to use a timeout.
You know, Chris, one of the things we don't talk about enough in quarterback play is the decision-making in the run game. And here in the RPO, he makes a great read. He's not throwing the football. It doesn't go on his stat sheet, but
it's a fumble. Scooped up in the defense. They get him down after a short return, but a turnover created by this defense. Big moment.
What a great job by this defense here. As the quarterback is taken off down the field, they show up and they get physical with him, and that contact creates the fumble. They're able to fall on it, and it's headed the other direction.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And the Wildcats looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Good scramble by this quarterback. I know it doesn't pick up a ton of yards here, but you're creating a more manageable down and distance, and you're getting down and avoiding the hit. It's a really good job managing the game and managing the hits that you're going to take throughout the game. It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Dropping back, it's Johnson. Looking to set up a screen pass here. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat. Ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. After the run, there's a man down, injured on the field. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. crucial third down play right here. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but that first down should be enough to clinch the conference championship. And with this one wrapped up, the quarterback will just take a knee. A huge achievement, this conference championship, not just because it means getting a championship ring, but what it means to the playoff committee. And both these coaches, Joel, told us they think winning this game should be more than enough to get into that bracket.
Yeah, I totally agree with them, Chris. I think winning this game should send a strong message to that committee in terms of the playoff that they're creating. And this is a group that I would not want to play. You think about what we saw today, the rhythm that they built, the momentum that they've created. This is a team that could be dangerous moving forward.
That'll wrap up our coverage of this conference championship game. Next stop, the college football playoff. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.